Well, we need to move right along. I have right here something special. What do I have in my hand?
A paper. A receipt.
A paper. Receipt? This is actually old paper. Is this special paper?
Yes.
Yes. Why is it special?
Because it could have your schedule and things you made.
No, it just says math science on it. But you know what makes it really special?
It's paper.
No, I drew a picture of Darth Vader on it.
Glasses.
Now, what is this paper made from?
Trees.
Trees. What are trees made from?
Oh, tree sap. Paper.
Paper? Yeah, in a circular way? Yeah. Wait, what are trees made from? Leaves? There's leaves on paper. What's
Wood.
wood?
Seed.
Trees are wood. Does wood burn if you try to catch it on fire?
Yes.
Yes. So therefore, paper should do what? You try to catch it on fire. It should burn. Shall we test that?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
here
I've
we
done
go.
this before, and
Is it burning? Yes, it does burn. Now look at that. Burn the corner right off. Now, fire needs three things in order to survive. Can someone name something fire needs to survive? Yes, Makai. Gas? Well, we'll call that fuel. In this case, the fuel was the paper. Yes, sir. What else does fire need?
Something that has air in it, like you black something with an underwear.
Well, air. What kind of air? Does anyone know?
Wind.
No, not wind.
You blow it out.
It needs, do you know what kind of air?
Blow it out.
To blow it out? No, you don't want to blow it out. What kind of air? The smoke will come out. Okay, what kind of air? Oxygen, that's right. Oxygen. Without oxygen, you're not going to have any fire. It needs one other element. It begins with the letter H. Letter H.
Hieroglyphics.
Now, that's a form of writing. That's not an element, but that's very good. What do you think, guys?
No, you can write on paper. I can write on paper.
Now hydrogen. It begins with the letter H and rhymes with feet.
Heat.
Heat. Exactly. Without any heat, fuel, or oxygen, you're not going to have a fire. Now, the fire is almost like a living creature. It needs to eat and it needs to breathe. It breathes oxygen and it eats the paper. It uses every bit of energy possible can for the paper.
So we can eat it too?
No, we can't eat it. Well, we could. It wouldn't be very good. Unless you want a high fiber diet.
Can I try to burn it?
No, you guys are going to try to burn it because it's dangerous. But, look at that.
What's that?
Well, the fire can't use everything from the paper. It's going to leave some left behind. It uses what it can eat, but it leaves its left behind. What would you call those left behinds?
Looks like a feather.
What do you think it is?
A knife.
A knife? No, that's not a knife. Look at that. That's not a knife. What would you call the left behind? Like, what's at the bottom of a fireplace? Begins with the letter A.
Ashes.
Ashes. Yes, ashes. That's the leftover chemical residue from a fire. It's what the fire couldn't eat, so it left it behind. So, when you think about it, ashes is essentially fire poop. I've got this piece of paper. What can you tell me about this piece of paper? Yes, sir.
That it's very thin, you can do this.
It's very thin, yeah?
It's patty paper.
It's patty paper. What kind of paper do you think this is?
Patty paper.
Underwear paper.
Tissue paper.
Tissue paper? Does that look like tissue paper? Any other guys? What kind of paper do you think this is?
It's another underwear paper.
Underwear paper? What is underwear paper? Is this something new? Hieroglyphics paper? You know hieroglyphics. Well, this is very special paper. It does closely resemble tissue paper, much like this present right there.
Underwear paper.
Do you think this paper will burn if I try to set it on fire?
Yes. No.
Or do you think it will not burn?
Underwear.
Well, let's find out, shall we?
Like underwears.
Oh!
This is trinitrocellulose. That's a very big word, isn't it? So we call it flash paper because it's gone in a flash. Now, I will do it again in just a few minutes. Now, flash paper was invented quite by accident by a mad scientist one cold winter's night in the middle of Sweden. He was working late one night on his notes, and he got a little tired, decided he was going to go to bed. So he left his notes on the table along with all of his chemicals. And so he went to bed. Well, what he didn't know that is he had this cat. And his cat, Marmalade, jumped up on the table, started walking around and doing what his cats do. He's like, oh, what's this? Oops, oh, I made a mess. Oops, oh, what's it? Oops, oh, I made a mess. Because, that's what cats like to do. So, when the mad scientist woke up in the morning, he's very dismayed to find all of his hard work soaking wet. So, how do you think he dried out his papers? Yes, sir?
He used the sun of gas and fire.
Well, he couldn't use the sun. It was the middle of winter in Sweden. It was very cold.
Air.
Air? How so? To dry the paper? Good guess? What do you think?
Fire.
Fire, that's right. How do you
said
think?
that.
You said the sun, right? Well,
I said the sun.
yeah, the sun. Well, it's in wintertime. The
said
sun's very cold. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. Well, how do you think they dried their clothes in the middle of winter back then? Do you know?
Underwear.
Underwear. You know underwear. Wait a minute. You guys are in underwear. Okay, now, my God, how do you think they dried their clothes?
Hieroglyphics.
That's right. Well, in the middle of winter, you couldn't do that because it would freeze. You had tried to put on frozen underwear. That's not going to work. So they had a clothesline inside the house from a fireplace, and that's where he hung up his papers. Letting the heat from the fire dry out all the moisture from the paper, get his paper nice and dry. But there's a little sparkle. Bing! Landed on his paper, and boom! Gone! Now, instead of saying, oh, my hard work is gone, you're like, wow, that was cool. And, oh, wait, I forgot, he's Swedish. So it's like, pork. I'm just being silly. Now, he looked at his chemicals, and he recreated the accident and invented flash paper. Paper that burns 120 times faster than normal paper, and with such efficiency that there's no left behind, no ashes, nothing to clean up. So, you guys want to see it again?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. I'm not sure if I want to do this anymore.